are so excited that we can see you this evening. Thank you for joining us for our first virtual live performance. We're so excited. So we'd like to give a shout out to the City of Everett's Cultural Arts Commission for funding our guest performer series. Thank you. So we are so excited to share the magic of Master Payne. So Master Payne has been skillfully entertaining audiences in and around the Pacific Northwest for over 35 years. And he has been delighting museum visitors since 2012. Take it away, Master Payne.
Thank you very much. Glad to be here. I am now removing my mask because everybody has moved at least 15 feet away, so I am in a properly socially distanced arena, and I can communicate with all of you without having my voice muffled by my chicken mask. Good evening! As I was introduced, I am Master Payne, purveyor of Jake's cheap tricks, minor amazements, and I've come here tonight to entertain you all with wondrous feats of ledger de Payne. Ooh. Yeah, that joke never works anyway. Nonetheless, tonight is your lucky night. I'm going to teach absolutely everyone here a trick that you can use to amaze and amuse friends and family. It's one of the very first tricks I ever learned, and it's called coin through handkerchief. So you will need a coin. It doesn't have to be this big, but you're probably all watching me on your personal devices, so I had to use a coin that you could all see. So, coin, and all you need now is a handkerchief, and oh dear, that's not going to work. I need a much bigger handkerchief for this, but don't worry. I think I've brought one. Ah, yes, I brought one. I have it inside this case. This is my mother's handkerchief, my mother's favorite handkerchief that I found in the very bottom of her handkerchief drawer, and it is a fancy green handkerchief. It can be any color you like, it doesn't have to be green, but it has to be 100% pure silk. This won't work with polycotton blends or rayon. It has to be 100% pure silk. And I'm going to show you how to test a handkerchief to make sure it's 100% pure silk. What you want to do is you just sort of want to weave it or flip it around until it's kind of like in this silken rope, and then you bring it around your wrist and you tie a very loose knot. There's a lot of wrist, very loose knot, just like that. And if it's 100% pure silk, you kind of get a special bonus effect because you can as you tighten that knot, it looks like it's actually sliding down the handkerchief, but it isn't. The knot's actually just tightening up. It's a pretty good illusion, as it looks like it's really, really kind of sliding. Huh. Oh, thank you. It must be like 120% pure silk. I've never had that happen before. Let's try that again. That's kind of neat. This is totally new to me. I've never had this happen before. Just tie a knot, let a lot of wrist, pull that, and then just let it. Wow, that's pretty cool. That's pretty cool. I think I have even maybe one more in it, just like this. And you bring it around, and you let it go, just like that. And there you go. And there you are. It comes.
Wow.
Now, if you feel like doing this for yourself at home, be very careful. Don't do this like I did with my mother's favorite handkerchief, because these aren't magic knots. No, these are real knots. And being real knots, they have to come from someplace, and so you end up with holes. And that is the entire secret to coin through handkerchief, just like that. All right. Problem is, if you were following along at home with this, now you've ruined your mother's favorite handkerchief. I'll show you how to fix it. You take the knots that are in the glass and you just pass that handkerchief over the glass, and they just jump right back. So, what you need to do is to go find where you got your mother's favorite handkerchief, and you put it back where you found it, and then hopefully put it in the very bottom of her drawer where she keeps her fancy handkerchiefs, because you just don't want to have that problem with it being there. What you can do is you can take the coin and you can wave it back and forth, and then snap your fingers, and if it works out correctly, you can unzip the
Wow.
and that's how you get the holes filled. So you can try that at home.
Yay.
I know, you're thinking, that's too complicated. I could never do a trick like that. So I brought something a little more basic for everybody to do. This is something everyone can do. All you need is a piece of cardboard and some crayons or paint. And on the cardboard, you just want to draw like a diamond. I drew a diamond. You can draw whatever you want. It can be a spot, it can be an X, whatever you like. You just put one on the front, and you put 4 on the back. So everybody has that memorized. 1 on the front, 4 on the back. And then once you've got that, then you put 3 on the other side, and many on the left side. I'll do it again, all right? We'll do it slowly. There's 1 on the front, there's 4 on the back, there's 3 on the other, and there's many on the last side.
Wow, nice.
All right, doesn't look as hard as it is. It's really, really simple, because it's not what it appears to be. Many things in magic, we lie to you all the time. You just assume that these are many spots, when in truth there's only 5. You see, you put one hand here, and it makes it look like many, while the other hand here, 4.
Oh.
I know it's difficult for the mind to grasp. Now, conversely, 1 mark really isn't just 1 mark. In truth, it's how many? Anyone?
1.
2. No, 2. I hate to break it to you. It's 2. You see, you put one hand here, it makes it look like 1, while the other hand here, 3.
Oh. Okay, there you go.
All right, it was worth a shot. Now, before you all rush off home, well, sorry, you're already home. Before you all rush off to your arts and crafts shelf and get the supplies to make this, there are some very, very important rules to follow when you perform this trick. For instance, when you are showing many marks, this hand here, right here, it has to remain stuck to this portion of the card. For were it to slip away even for an instant, you would spoil the entire trick by showing, oh, he doesn't have many marks, he only has 5. Conversely, the same holds true for 3. This hand here must never worry, never wander, otherwise everyone will see you as the fraud you are with only 2 and not 3 marks. But probably the most important thing to remember when you are performing this trick is not to show off. Absolutely no one enjoys a show off. And now, you've been waiting, everybody has been waiting patiently here all day for me to perform this. The best illusion in the world.
Ooh.
I know it's the best illusion in the world because the little sign says it's the best truth in advertising. I keep it in this patented McDonald's bag, and it is guarded by a fierce guardian that I need to remove carefully before continuing. Oops, and I broke my fishing rod. That's the last time I spent $49.50 on eBay. Oh, this is embarrassing. Let's just try it one more time. They'll edit, of course, they can't edit this one out because this is live. All right, there we go. There we go. Let's see if I can do this now. Give me a little more line. And I have to remove the deadly, dangerous guardian animal that is guarding my okay,
he's a fighter.
This is Tippy the trained carp. So back on here. All right. Now that Tippy the trained murder carp, like the murder hornets, the murder carp, I can now show you safely the best illusion in the world. Prepare yourselves. This is really, really amazing. Ooh. I know you're thinking, how can they possibly afford this guy? This is the best illusion we have ever seen. Because we don't get out much. No! What does this look like? This looks like 2 pieces of rope. Yes, and it is 2 pieces of rope, but not the type of rope you think. It looks like 2 equal pieces of rope, but it isn't. No, it's just a little piece of rope tied around a big piece of rope, and it makes it look like it's 2 equal lengths of rope. The best illusion in the world. And if you want to do this, just get 2 pieces of rope, a big piece of rope and a little piece of rope, and just tie that little piece of rope around the big piece of rope, and you too, you can go show all of your friends and marvel that is the best. I mean, it looks really, doesn't that look really good? That looks really, really good. That looks so good that you can feel like you can actually untie it and be left with 2 equal lengths of rope. But don't try that. No. Don't try that because it's not what it appears to be. It's just a little piece of rope and a big piece of rope. It's not really 2 ropes of the same length. I know your younger viewers are there like, I can't even tie my shoes. How am I going to tie a little piece of rope around a big piece of rope? I don't want you to feel left out. I don't want you to feel left out. So here's what you guys do who can't tie your shoes. Yeah, you'll get there. You'll get there, trust me. Just drape the little piece of rope around your finger, just like that. And then you put the big piece of rope right by it. So right now, it looks, because of that little piece of rope draped around, it looks like you have 2 pieces of rope. You can even hold it like this, and you can go, wow, that looks like 2 pieces of rope. You'd be like really tempted to pull them apart like that, but don't try that. Don't try that because, like I said, it's just an illusion. It's not really 2 equal pieces of rope. It's just a little rope and a big rope, like that. That's the best illusion in the world. And it gets better. You don't even need that little rope. You can actually try this. You can tie the best slip knot in the world that looks like a real knot. That looks like a real knot, but that is actually a slip knot because it comes right out. Try it at home. You'll be as surprised as I am when you do this. You can take, again, and just tie a little double knot like that. And that makes a super neat slip knot, a slip knot that slips right out, like that.
What?
They're just dumbfounded here in the live studio audience. It's a good thing they're socially distanced or they'd be rushing the stage. So, you can try this. This is the big finale. Just put that little loop on there like that, and then just like that. and then it goes back.
Seriously.
The best illusion in the world. Time for one more?
Yeah.
All right, the big finale! Using this horrible, hideous, garish bag that I found on a golf course. Now, not only does it use this tasteless sack of questionable origin, it also, which is empty on the inside as well as the outside, it also employs the use of one of these. Hopefully someone at home is shouting out, an egg. Because that's what it is. It's an egg, and a bag, and an egg. Which is why we in the magic business call this the egg and the horribly hideous, questionable origin bag trick. It works. No, never mind. No! The last time I performed this, I was in Paris, standing before the great Eiffel Tower. And so it was a sophisticated Parisian audience. So I performed it in a most sophisticated manner. I stood like this, and I showed the egg to one in the assembly, one and all in the assembly, like this. The bag was then showed in a likewise fashion. The egg was then placed inside the sack, the fingers wiggled over the top, and I enticed the audience to recite the magic words of "Zounds, Master Payne," but since no one's here, I'll just pretend. And with a snap of my finger, amazingly, to the astonishment of one and all in the assembly, the egg was gone. Ooh. There's nothing here. There's nothing here. There is nothing in the bag. But wait! There is more. With the hand unmistakably shown empty, it reaches up once again inside the bag, turns it right side out. The fingers wiggled over the top, and again the audience to recite the magic words of "Zounds, Master Payne," and
Sounds, Master Payne.
the egg returns. No, I know it's a very sophisticated trick, so I will try to do it a little more slowly, so hopefully you can catch on. We'll show the egg, place the egg inside the bag. So there is no question that this egg is inside the bag. We now will wave my fingers over the top with no doubt that this egg is inside the bag. Push it all the way in like this. So, with the egg unquestionably inside the bag, we then wiggle the fingers over the top, snap my fingers, and to the amazement, once again, of everyone in the assembly, the egg is gone. Ooh. There's nothing here. There's nothing. There's nothing underneath my arm. My arm is completely devoid of any ovid no. I know you're saying my other arm, but this is my other arm. So watch closely. Nothing underneath my other arm. Hand is shown completely empty. The bag is again turned right side out. The fingers wiggled over the top. The magic word is of "Zounds, Master Payne." Watch closely. I reach slowly inside the bag, and oh look! It's the face mask guy! Alright, there he is. And
Wow.
Alright, no. I will do this one more time under the most strict of circumstances. And this is the part where I normally have a person come up and feel that the egg is really there. But we can't do that in this current environment. So you just have to take my word for it that the egg is, I'll even kind of push it up so you can say, that's not my thumb, that's the egg. All right, so the egg is unquestionably inside the bag. So it's actually funny when I have a kid come up because they turn around and they do it. Never mind! If you have to explain it, it's not funny. Watch closely. Snap the fingers, wiggle the hand. We will forego the magic words. And one last and final time, we reveal that the egg is... No, it's really gone, guys. Come on, quit yelling. I know you're yelling at home. You're saying, oh, it's under... No, there's nothing under my arm. And yes, this is the other arm. We've been through that. Through that, all right? Watch closely. This is the last trick. Watch closely, or you'll miss it. Fingers, hand, completely empty. We turn the bag once again, right side out. The fingers wiggled over the top. Watch it all, or you're gonna miss it. You're gonna miss it. Watch closely. Reach inside the bag and produce from the darkened interior the egg. Because this is a lemon.
What?
Thank you, ladies and gentlemen. My name is Master Payne, and this concludes my first live Zoom show ever. And I would really like to thank the Imagine Children's Museum of Everett for having the wherewithal to bring me here and hopefully entertain you one and all. Thank you.
Okay, so thank you for coming to our first live virtual. Let's give a hand for Master Payne. I was wondering if maybe he didn't know that we saw that he put it under there, but the lemon, that sure got us, didn't it? We just want to thank everyone for joining us. It was good to virtually see you. We hope to see you soon in a class or a camp, or at our next virtual live performance. So have a great weekend, and thank you for joining us.